everyone, I'm Katie Beineke, and today is a special episode of The Lion's Den. March is Women's History Month, so we're going to highlight some of our female student athletes. And today, we have women's cross-country runner, Cecilia Perez. Cecilia, welcome.
Hello.
Awesome.
Thank you for having me.
Glad to have you. So let's just jump right on in. What characteristics do you feel a great leader embodies?
I think the ability to be confident, but also humble. So
Absolutely.
being able to take a stand and believe in yourself, but also listening to what others have to say.
Oh, I love that. That's great. Emotional intelligence, empathetic, great qualities of a leader. Always striving to add value to others. What skill set do you feel that you embody and that's your strength?
I think my ability to take self-initiative. I think I'm very good at, like, if I want to get something done, I get it done.
She does. Yeah. She's a go-getter. She's also one of our student workers in the athletic department and extremely dependable and reliable. So definitely attest to that. Definitely. Okay, so talk a little bit about your role on SAC and kind of what that is to tell the audience, and then what initiatives you'll be promoting through SAC.
Right now, I'm a member, but next year I'm going to take more of a leadership position. Awesome. So hopefully I can make some events that are going to strengthen the relationship with the student athletes and the community. And, of course, making the right votes that represent our student athletes well.
I love that. It's so important to have the student athlete voice at the table. So we're excited to see the impact that you're going to make on that program next year. Tell us a little bit about a woman leader that's inspired and influenced you, and kind of why.
I feel like there's so many, but this is kind of funny, but I look up to Becky G. Yeah. Just as a Hispanic girl, I like to see other Hispanic women use their platform for good and represent us well, and I think she does a really good job at that and standing up for what she believes in.
Oh, absolutely. Tugging at my heartstrings over here. That's amazing. That's amazing. It's definitely important to use your platform for sure. For sure. How do you feel that your student athlete experience has elevated and prepared you for life after sport?
It's definitely taught me a lot of humility, as I was saying, because I think that it's not always going to go your way, but it's also taught me that I'm capable of more than I think. So.
Absolutely. And student athletes, employers want to employ student athletes because they already know how to be on a team, navigate conflict, be resilient. So, and then tell us about the degree you're pursuing and who influenced you for that career path.
I'm doing biology, so biological sciences, and hopefully I can go to medical school after and be a pediatrician. And there's not a specific person that influenced me, but just seeing the lack of women and the representation in the field, that definitely inspired me to keep going. So hopefully I can inspire other girls.
Absolutely. Let's just mic drop on that one, because that's incredible. Incredible. So outside of college athletics, what passion projects are you a part of or would like to be a part of?
Right now, I am enjoying volunteering. At first, it was something to just try to make myself look better for medical school, but I've found that I really do like doing that. Right now, I'm volunteering at a clinic.
Okay, wonderful.
Yes, and I also like to bake. I love to bake.
Oh, you're going to have to teach me all the things, because I don't know how to be domesticated at all.
Cooking is a different thing.
Cooking's different than baking. Oh, that's wonderful. Yes. Okay, and then what is one piece of advice you would tell the younger generation? What would you tell a younger Cecilia?
I would say it sounds cheesy, but girls support girls.
Let's go. Lift each other up.
Yes, so... yeah. In a world, it's a lot easier to navigate the world when you have a strong circle of girls and guys, but girls around you. So
definitely allies with the women empowerment. But oh goodness, Well, thank you for modeling it and doing it the right way, always.
Yes. Well,
it's been fantastic. And thank you for joining us. We'll take a quick break, and when we return, we'll have women's basketball player McKenzie Piper. All right, welcome back to the show, and we have women's basketball player McKenzie Piper with us.
Hi.
Welcome, welcome. But before I start, I have got to say, Piper is the student athlete and is why I do what I do as an athletic administrator. Watching her flourish and do her thing, it is such an honor. So before we even get started, I just had to say that. So thank you. Thank you, Piper. So let's jump right on in.
Okay,
Some questions, okay?
Go, yeah.
Awesome. So what characteristics do you feel a great leader embodies?
Let's see here. I think that a great leader embodies, I guess, being open and being, let me just start with being social, being able to communicate. I think those are characteristics that a great leader has. I think that when you're a leader, you come across uncomfortable conversation. And in order to lead, you have to get through those uncomfortable conversations. And I think being a great communicator is a good characteristic of a leader. And then also, I think that being of service.
Yes.
I think that being of service is one of the main characteristics that a leader needs to have, because in order for everything to go smoothly and in order for it to just work, I think that the leader has to plug themselves in where they need to fit in order for it to work out. And whether that be a big role or a small role, I think that being of service to the main goal is good. So
absolutely. Oh, those are great. Those are great. And showing up as your most authentic self. And Piper does that. And that's how she leads. And she leads from where she's at. She has incredible emotional intelligence. She can read a room. She knows what's going on. And that's an incredible asset to have as a leader. And it's just off the charts. She creates space and adds value to others. So speaking of adding value to others, what skill set do you feel is your biggest strength?
Being a communicator,
I
think I'm very social. I think that, I guess I would call myself a chameleon as far as, being able to connect to different types of people. I don't meet a stranger at all, so I can have plethora of conversations with anybody, and I think that's one of my biggest strengths. So
absolutely. I can definitely attest to that. So talk a little bit about time that you've had across campus with different committees and kind of what you're passionate about outside of athletics.
I would just like to say I've been at UFIS for 3 years, and I felt such tremendous love from different communities across campus. BSA, I was a part of the Title IX Advisory Board for my first 2 years here. So just stepping away from athletics and seeing that there's more out there was really exciting for me. I got to have conversations with different people. I got to work with different people across campus. And it's honestly just broadened my view of just there's other things to do besides athletics. So I think with working with the Title IX Advisory Board, I was working with Catherine Jans and also Dr. Lee Kriebel. And I learned a lot from them regarding that topic and that subject. So yeah, those were some fun things that I got to be a part of. And then BSA as well. Shout out to them. They do a really good job of trying to create a space for African American students here. And I think that as it continues to grow, more people will be attracted to it and they can start to do like even bigger things. So yeah, those are a couple of groups that I've been a part of. And
that's amazing. Fantastic. Because being student athletes, I'm a long-time retired student athlete, but your identity is such as you're an athlete, and that's where you find your identity. But Piper has seeked out other opportunities across campus to be involved and to really broaden her identity as well. So tell us a little bit about a woman leader who's inspired and influenced you and why.
Can it be anyone?
It can be anyone. Family, friends, professor.
Well, let me just
anyone.
say, I have here at UFIS, there's 5 of y'all. You're actually in it. The women that have helped me here, Gianetta Henry, Lynette Thrower, you, Tommy.
Absolutely.
And who's another one? If I am missing people. But you guys have helped me so much, like with just a plethora of things. I think that the biggest thing for me was when I first came here because I'm from Dallas, building a community when I got here and not feeling alone and being able to come to y'all's office and get help and just sit down and, just talk about things. It has really helped me to get through my athletic experience here, my academic experience here. I feel very supported. So I think you all inspire me. And then just seeing you guys, walk around and do what you do, it helps me to stay motivated. So I thank you for that. You're giving me praise. I want to give you praise too. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So yeah.
That's so special. Thank you for those kind words. And we do. UAFS is so special across campus, not even just here in the Stubblefield, but there's so many people that are making an impact on these young students and student athletes. How do you feel your student athlete experience has elevated and prepared you for life after sport?
Well, I think that the biggest thing is the pressure that comes with being in athletics, the pressure not only to perform when it's game day, but also you have to show up to practice too. And I think having to consistently put myself outside of me, not think about me, I think that's going to help me go do what I'm trying to do in my career. I plan on going into law, so that's a selfless job in general. So I think being able to come into practice every day, not just game time, come into practice every day and show up for my team still despite what I have going on, I think that's going to help me a lot. And then also being vocal and, again, communicating because, on basketball teams or any team you're going to be on, you're going to have to, again, have uncomfortable conversations, but they'll be needed for success. So.
Absolutely. So talking about that degree, so what are next steps? Tell us about what next steps are.
So I'm getting my degree in political science and I'm getting a minor in criminal justice. I plan on being an attorney. That's the plan, and I'm going to speak it in the air for me.
Let's go.
So I plan on going to do that. I want to do that because I want to give back. And I want to create as well. And I think being an attorney, you can do so many different things and help people. And I just want to help as many people as I can, children, the underprivileged, minorities. I want to help them and let them know that they have people there for them. So,
she's going to change the world, y'all. You saw it first. So outside of college athletics, you talked a little bit about passion, but what are those passion projects that you've kind of done before that we've talked about?
A passion project. So actually, I have passion for fashion. So in 2020, I actually started a business where I sell beanies and bucket hats. So beanies in the winter, bucket hats in the summer. But it actually turned into something different. So the guy that was actually making them for me, I found out that he had cancer. So and he used to wear like beanies and hats all the time. So I would like to take that passion project and expand it, but to like cancer patients and people who are experiencing hair loss and try to get into something like that, expand my business in that way. It started off as, I want to be cute and have hats, but I think, as things progress, they serve true purpose. You start to learn things true purpose. So that's actually one of my passion projects that I plan on.
That's amazing. And that's powerful.
Yes, thank you.
Making an impact and a legacy. Oh my goodness. Well, what is one piece of advice you would tell this younger generation? What would you tell a young Piper?
What would I tell? Oh my gosh, I'm going to tear up. I would tell her just to keep betting on yourself. I think I am where I am because I just keep betting on myself. Things do look like they're not going to work out. Like, there are some very big mountains. And, I used to work at a yoga studio, and a teacher told me, you'll get to the top of one mountain just to be at the bottom of another. And those mountains can be very intimidating. And, like me going to go be an attorney, it sounds so intimidating. But once you start to climb the mountain, and then you're going and you finally get up there, it's like, I can keep climbing these mountains. So I would tell myself, just keep on climbing the mountains. Keep climbing.
My word. Incredible. She's going to be a motivational speaker as well next. Add that too. But well, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for
appreciating it
I feel
so much.
honored.
This has been fantastic. So thanks for tuning in. And remember, we'll be back at it next week.
All right, welcome back to the Lion's Den. We got one last thing on today's episode. Katie, you just had 2 amazing experiences with some of our student athletes. How inspiring is it to be able to hear what they said, to be a woman in athletics and guide them in their young lives?
Absolutely. So it kind of got me a little bit emotional talking to them. They're the reason why I do what I do as an athletic administrator. It is listening to them and how they've developed and how we have supported them is why we get up every day. We love wins and we love all that, but it's about developing them for life after sport. And to hear that that is the impact we have made, it means the world. Absolutely.
Now, you attend Women Leaders in Sports kind of convention. Talk about some of the things you've been able to learn from that and bring it and apply it here.
Absolutely. So Women Leaders in Sports, it's a national convention each year in October. Thousands of women from across the nation come and collaborate, and it's women empowerment. We talk about resiliency and advocating and champion young women. And it's just an incredible opportunity to network and meet rock star female administrators that are in these big time seats. And I'm a big believer it's hard to get to the seat if you don't see someone in it that looks like you. But I've also had incredible male supporters. Former ADs have all been males and allies in women leadership. So I wouldn't be sitting where I'm sitting without the trailblazing women, but also those male allies.
And now you're a huge supporter of women's advocacy, not just here on campus for our student athletes, but especially in the community. Talk about why that's so important to you.
You bet. I'm a huge advocate for women's health. My mom passed of ovarian cancer, and I have the BRCA gene. So I'm huge about talking women's health, talking about it, advocating and championing. It's near and dear to my heart because as women, we need to talk about it and do better. And so that's how we do that. And I get to bring our administration and the student athletes along that journey as well, so they know what they need to do too.
I say in every fall we get all the student athletes out there and paint the town teal.
Yeah, we sure do. We sure do. But it's all about awareness and education. Huge passion of mine.
So last thing, the other week you were part of the MIA basketball tournament committee for the tournament. Talk about what that experience was like.
Absolutely fantastic. The MIAA conference office is just premier. They are fantastic to work with. The committee was an assistant or associate AD from each institution, and we helped run the championship up in Kansas City at Municipal. We were surrounded by incredible administrators to make sure that championship ran seamlessly, and I cannot say enough of thank you to Mike Racy for that opportunity, and Curtis for nominating me to even be a part of it, and seeing the best part of the year, that postseason play.
I say, and got to at least see one of our teams up there compete as well.
Absolutely. Our women's basketball team did great. So
Katie, thank you for hosting half of this episode today. Thank you for all you do for our student athletes. Thank you all for tuning in with us this week, and we'll see you again next time.